Good evening. This is Mike from Retro Dog Digital. How you doing today? I'm here to talk about one of my favorite bands, Led Zeppelin. Now, my first encounter with Led Zeppelin was when I was about a wee lad of 6. A whole lot of love had really taken over the AM radios, at least in my town of Flint, Michigan. Enough for me to remember the song, not enough for me to remember the band name, though, at least at that point. My second encounter with Led Zeppelin came with the single of Black Dog and Misty Mountain Hop. And my Uncle Rick had this, and it just struck me. It was like, wow. Normally, he was a very mellow person as far as his musical tastes go, but for whatever reason, he bought this single, and I just absolutely loved it. Now, when I started paying more attention to music as such, I'm moving all my remotes out of the way. Excuse me for a second. How unprofessional. The first album that I got of theirs was Led Zeppelin 2. But it was like I bought this at a rummage sale. And I bought this at a rummage sale on vinyl. And it was in bad shape when I got it. And me and my cousin Rod wore it out. I mean, we just literally dug the shit out of it. As far as I know, he may still have it, but I can't believe that it's worth listening to at this point. And now, the next things I've heard, although I didn't buy at this point, are Presents and Song Remains the Same. My uncle Rick, who I mentioned before, had a girlfriend named Valerie, and she had basically on 8-track. Matter of fact, she had the Presents album and the Song Remains the Same soundtrack. The song Remains the Same soundtrack at this time. It's not. I don't know. Oh well, I ended up buying a copy myself, but it was more from a completist standpoint than anything else. Now, Presents, a little bit different. Had some really great songs. I don't know if you want to really call them great songs at this point compared to the rest of the Zeppelin catalog, but I really like Candy Store Rock, and I really like Hats On for Nowhere and Nobody's Fault But Mine. Once I bought the album and listened to it more, I came to love Achilles' Last Stand and T for One, the opener and the closer of the album. Now, the first that I bought for myself was Zeppelin 4. Now, I had heard Zeppelin 4 earlier with my stepbrother Mark had the album. And, like I said, I already heard the Black Dog Misty Mountain Hot 45, but I had not heard rock and roll at that point. And we're talking at this point, 1975, maybe. But I bought this. I want to say right at the start of my freshman year in high school. So this would have been 1977. And I bought it on 8-track. I was pretty much an 8-track kind of guy at that point. I bought it at the school bookstore at Grand Blanc High School, where I was going to school at that point in time. Now, next one came in 10th grade. I traded a copy of Johnny Winter's debut album that I found in a rummage sale. I traded it to a kid named Charlie Cross. He's a Facebook friend. In fact, I'll probably tag him in this video, even though he's definitely not going to want to watch it to this point. I traded his 8-track of Zeppelin 3 for that. And at this point, I was actually working, well, one day a week. And during the summer, I actually work more, but and I just got the rest of them. This would have been 1979, and like I said, this was during the summer. Led Zeppelin, first album. Absolutely loved "Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You," and still do it, as a matter of fact. House is the Holy. Can't keep this up too much. Don't want to have any issues with child pornography or whatever. Physical Graffiti. And and I sometime during that summer, I bought all these. But this is the album. This album came out and Through the Outdoor, which is it's a departure. It is very much a departure for Led Zeppelin. I'm not gonna call it. I particularly like a lot some of the stuff on here. Some people don't like it because they say it doesn't sound like Led Zeppelin, and in some cases it doesn't. Now, so that's kind of it. Like I said, I bought I bought the presents and that. The next album to come out would have been, I want to say, late in 1982. This is Coda, and this is the first thing by Zeppelin that I bought on cassette. By then, CDs were becoming passe. So, and I rate this a lot higher than a lot of Zeppelin fans do. I think the 3 songs from the In Through the Outdoor sessions were fantastic. Just absolutely fantastic. Now, I'm going to go on to show you some of my other Led Zeppelin things. Now, those that I showed you, these are the original CDs. These are the original CDs. But they are the last ones I got. Now, and I'm kind of, I'm not going in the order of how I actually bought these, but after that, Zeppelin came out with a Fortis box set, and just called Led Zeppelin there, and came with the typical album size box set, But Jimmy Page, what he did was he didn't remaster, or he didn't put these in chronological order, and it doesn't have the entire album. Uh, that's a great picture, Bon. So that's kind of what I turned to. And okay, here we go. This is what I was looking for. Let's see if I can get it a little bit down so it's not focused so much on me. And John Paul Jones, I don't know how well you can see him. And then John Henry Bonham. A little bit of a collage. Cameron Crowe, I believe, did most of the liner notes on there. And anyway, but the next thing to come out, there was actually two things that came out pretty much the same time in 1993. But just for purposes of continuity, I guess, we'll show you the Led Zeppelin. This is the rest of the songs that aren't on that box set. Now, that box set, what it had extra at that point, it was the first appearances of Hey Hey What Can I Do, which was the B-side of the Immigrant Song, 45, way back in 1970. I should say in America, they did not release the any 45s in Britain. And it also had a couple of BBC things, a combination of Black Mountain Side, which was on Zeppelin's first album, and White Summer, which was on the Yardbirds' Little Game album. And this one, like I said, has the rest of the songs on there. 2 CDs. But the extra song on here that is called Baby Please Come Home, which is in Zeppelin's own way. I don't even think they're even at this point they're even trying to take credit for something that they didn't do. Baby Come On Home is the name of it. But it's basically Solomon Burke's song. So here we got the booklet for that. Sort of a clear paper. And then just some more on Primera. There's the CDs on there. The other ones, same thing, a little bit different color. I'm going to put that away. Okay, and at the same time, this came out. This is the Led Zeppelin Complete box set, and it came in a little folder like this. The albums all put together. See if I got these in order. I do. Zeppelin 1, Zeppelin 2 together. 3 and 4 is also together. Houses of the Holy actually comes with presents because they put physical graffiti together with both CDs of physical graffiti in one package. And then last one, obviously, Coda and In Through the Outdoor. Now, I'm going to put the book aside for a second, show you something here. And I'm going to be tagging my son in this too, because when he was a little boy, okay, we need to do it on this side. Look, little fucker destroyed it. I used to have it, and one of these days I'm sure the booklet is, I've talked to, people online that say, you can find the booklet by itself. But yeah, that's kind of how it does, is they have like that, the CD, the cover, and then the gatefold for that, and then the inside cover. And then you flip it over, and it kind of flips over. And in the case of Zeppelin 1, doesn't have gatefold, so list of songs, back cover. Put that back in its place. Now, the packaging of this, a lot of people hate it. I just have to say. Here's the booklet, and the booklet is a lot of, I do want to say the booklet is some of the same really cool picture of John Baldwin there, and there's John Henry Bonham, Jimmy. Okay, Percy, very early picture of the band. But the thing is with all this, I don't need it. Looks like an erector set. A lot of people don't really like the packaging. What I don't like, as they're going through the thing, they made some mistakes. One is the, if you can see my corrections on here, I know one is I'm referencing when the original recordings were used on Physical Graffiti, and plus they got a lot of dates messed up. And this is at 93. At this point right now, we didn't know that We're Gonna Groove. Well, I'm sure some people did, but it wasn't widely spoken that We're Gonna Groove was actually a live recording that they fiddled with. But it says here, going back here, We're Gonna Groove was recorded on January 9th, 1970. That's not quite right. It was recorded on June 25th, 1969. Oh, actually, no, I take that back. I'll have to switch that. But I've taped that in there. No, so no. I Can't Quit You Baby, January 9th. But yeah, there's kind of some mistakes in there. So, but this was when I got Zeppelin on CD, this is what I got first. Got it for Christmas one year. I cherished it, and I still do. Now, next thing come out. Like I said, okay, so I didn't have any CD or any. This was it as far as CDs. Next thing to come out was Live at the BBC. Now, I'm not totally sure if this is like a Best Buy thing or if this is how it came, but you got the 2-disc CD set, and then you got the rare interviews. This came out in '97, and but the thing is the the second CD is a concert that had been used for the just basically it was God I even had it recorded as some point, or at least parts of it, not the whole thing, but it's got a very early version of Stairway to Heaven, Black Dog. This is believe they had not been released yet. Anything that's on the second one is on there. I believe it has not been released yet. And it added the Black Mountainside, White Summer, and Traveling Riverside Blues that were on there. Next thing come out is How the West Was Won. Now, everybody has always complained about the Song Remains the Same album, and I have to admit this is an improvement, very much so. It was basically recorded in, I want to say, '72. If I'm kind of looking, yeah, '73. In the West Coast, I'm seeing the ocean on here and whatnot. I gotta admit, I don't play it a whole lot and never have, but that doesn't mean it's not worthy. Just next thing come out, and it was a remaster of Song Remains the Same. And if it weren't for my son, I wouldn't have got it because he insisted loudly. As a matter of fact, we were in Borders. Remember Borders? And he loudly insisted that I buy this CD, and I'm looking around, and people are looking. So anyway, I didn't want to mess with them, whatever. So I bought the Song Remains the Same. Now, next thing to come out, and I admit there is a DVD of, well, not just The Song Remains the Same movie, but there's also like a collection DVD come out. It does have the unadulterated We're Gonna Groove on there. This is called Celebration Day. It was recorded live in 2007. It's a reunion concert, and I gotta tell you, it don't sound too bad. Like I said, I don't. It has a DVD. I think there's a set with the DVD on it too. So got all that, and the last thing to come out so far, and again, these came in bigger versions, but the Super Deluxe box sets. These are just the 2-disc sets. Most of them came with outtakes. The first album came with a concert that was recorded in Paris, and it is a motherfucker. It just fucking rocks hard. So, got that. And then they just have a lot of thing with it. There are some good, some bad, some boring, some indifferent. You choose, but there, it's the second one. They have the little the little song hologram down at the bottom. think in this they have that. Woo! You know, the original, quote unquote, original Atlantic logo stuff. And this the third album had the original wheel that was on the LP back in the 70s. And sort of transposed inverted color on these back sides of these. The all important fourth album, the pornographic cover of Houses of the Holy, which, okay, I get it. It's child's butt, but this isn't like, say, the Blind Faith album that had a 12-year-old girl, bare-breasted 12-year-old girl. That, yeah, we can leave that. But House of the Holy, great album, Rain Song, Dancing Days. For them in their in front of their plane. And I will go on record as saying Physical Graffiti is their best album. And if you take out, these actually come in the little things. The deluxe you know, their disc. They call it companion audio. And physical or fluorescence, which kind of like the back one. I kind of wish I'd use that one. And this is kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Embossed? Yeah. They put, you know, this is how this originally came. In fact, it's kind of funny because this little baggie is what the 8-track cover was. It wasn't the actual album cover. And the booklet. And what I'm looking for, this I believe is probably a Nebworth. Not sure when that one is taken. Okay, but what I'm wondering is you got like the two, it's like a 2-disc set. This must be the companion disc, but they only have 2 covers. I think the original had 8 different covers you could get inside this little paper bag. Of course, Coda. Now, again, I don't want to say I hate anything, because I don't. I don't really hate any of the extras per se. Like I said, some of them are boring, some are indifferent and whatnot. They reverted back to the 8, the lineup. The first disc is the same lineup that's in the original release. It's not the same release as what's on the complete studio box set, but they do have Traveling Riverside Blues and Baby Come Home and Black Mountain Side on there as extras. Now, this basically is the complete BV Sessions. And the third disc it has, I believe it's only two songs that have, hmm, no, that one just got the plain. What I'm, yeah, see, that's just plain. Um, what I'm looking for is just to show you a swan. Yeah, this is there. Okay. It's like now I'm wondering if I'm ever gonna find one. Well, I know I can just go over there and look on there. There we go. The Swan Song logo on there. So I've already discussed this for over half an hour, and I know these things are painful. If anybody even watches this far, they're better people than I am. I think I do. I do watch them, but I don't expect anybody else to. I just like doing them occasionally. Now, with that all being said, I'm gonna sign off for the evening. This is Crawdad from Retro Dog Digital signing off. You have a good night.